Occuthar is the second boss in Baradin Hold, which comes with Firelands, and I just want to give you a real super quick, no fluff guide so you can just go in and know what you're doing. There's only 3 basic mechanics, and the only person that could get it wrong really is the tank. So, how do you do it? First things first, it's not difficult. This is a full pug you're watching, and it was a one-shot, even with them doing the mechanics slightly wrong. You're going to want the tank stood out on his own, and everybody else stood behind. Where you can see the green marker, ideally you want 2 markers at the back, let's say 1 green and 1 purple, and everybody be stacked in one of the markers. The best way to think of it is right leg and left leg. So the entire raid group will be stood on his left leg nuking, and then when you get an ability come in called Focus Fire, it leaves a big circle on the floor. And when that Focus Fire comes in, you can see the big circle that's left behind, and now everyone would just move to the second marker. You'll then stand here until the next Focus Fire comes in. By the time that one comes in, you can then move back to the original position, and it will disappear. This group, however, as you can see, being a pug, just kind of all just ram wherever they want. To be honest, as long as you get out of the fire, it doesn't really matter. The other mechanic that comes in, which is the reason why everyone wants to be stacked and not spread all over the place like this, is the Eyes of Occuthar. When they come in, everyone gets an eye attached to them, and they need to be killed really, really quickly, because any that are alive after 10 seconds will explode for a lot of damage. And if you've got multiple of these left up, then obviously it's probably going to be a wipe. So what you could do is set a marker for all the range to stand in, and every time you get a focus fire, you move right, and then as soon as they disappear on your left, you start making your way back again. But like you saw there, when one comes in, the other one is just running out anyway, so you only really need 2 stack locations. The only other mechanic is for the tanks, and that's Searing Shadows. The boss needs to be faced away from the raid, because when it does Searing Shadows, it's a frontal conal doing about 105k shadow damage, and it leaves a debuff on the target. What the debuff does is for 30 seconds, the tank's going to take 100% increase from shadow damage, so obviously that's a tank swap mechanic. The second tank should always just be stood behind the boss with the rest of the raid, and every time Searing Shadows happens on the tank swap. Unless you're a Blood DK and you just completely cheese it with AMS, obviously. And quite honestly, like I said, this was going to be a really quick guide because this is it. Get stacked up behind the boss, move out a focus fire, preferably the entire raid moves together, and tank swap every time you get Searing Shadows. I'm out of here. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Big day tomorrow, Warcraft Direct. I'll be streaming it on Twitch and Kick, so links to those in the description below. Hopefully I'll see you there. See you on the next one.